Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. We want to get into a lesson today. Brother Mike Kabosh had a topic, so Lord willing, this is an edifying video. The name of this lesson is going to be called
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Con. So, hey, we're just going to go into, the prophecies that talk about the destruction of America and the other nations that have lived deliciously with her. Okay? So let's go ahead and start off.
2nd Ezra 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Right. So, woe unto the world, man. Okay? Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein. Okay? So, the people that are living here in America, they're living peacefully. They're living in the pride of basically they're living with white supremacy in their Edomite supremacy in their mind. Okay? Because they're thinking that if they're Edomites, they're thinking that they're above the Israelites. Okay, or if they're of another nation, of these other heathen nations, they think they're above the Israelites, right? And also, two-thirds of our people who are living comfortably. Matter of fact, what's that in Hosea chapter 6? Was that Hosea chapter 6 or let me get it real quick. But read that again in 2nd Ezra Bible. Sorry.
2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
God, yeah. One people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. Was it Hosea? Is it Amos? I'm sorry, Amos.
You remember what it was going into, bro?
Yeah, it talks about how Jake is living comfortably on this side. I thought it was Hosea, but it's not. No, it's not Jeremiah. It's one of the lesser prophets.
Okay, can you read that one more time, brother?
2nd Ezra 15 and 14.
Hold on, I got you right here. This is Amos chapter 6, verse 1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion, and trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came. All right, so this verse is really aimed specifically towards the so-called well-off Jake in America, okay? And the reason why I brought that out is because it says, woe unto the world and them that dwell therein. Well, just because, you know that you're an Israelite doesn't mean that you're going to be exempt from that destruction, because it says here in Amos, woe to them that are at ease in Zion, okay? Zion is the representative of the nation of Israel, okay? I just want to bring that out. So y'all, did you have a precept you said?
I got one.
You had a precept?
This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, saith Yahweh, it says, I will bring plagues upon the world. It says the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And these are the plagues that's coming to the world. Can you get 2nd Ezra 8 and 50, bro?
I got it right here, bro.
Okay.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time. I started talking in. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Yeah, because you people have walked in great pride. You haven't followed the will of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You haven't been obedient. You've been Satanist. Doing as you will, bro. You that's being prideful, bro. Going against the Most High, that's being prideful, bro. And so, like I just read in 2nd Ezra, that's why these plagues are coming. That states in 2nd Ezra 15 and 5. That's why these plagues are coming to the world and to you people.
Was there more in that 2nd Ezra 15 when we started off?
2nd Ezra 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Now, who had that word sedition?
I got that word, brother.
Okay, because that word goes into basically all out anarchy, okay, and chaos. All right. And then while we're getting that, Oh, you know what? You got it right here.
This is a worse edition coming from Merriam-Webster Dictionary. The crime of creating a revolt, disturbance, or violence against lawful civil authority with the intent to cause its overthrow or destruction.
Okay, so read that verse again, Bible Kashah.
2 Ezra 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men.
Right. So a revolt against, what it say, a government?
Yup.
Destruction? Go ahead, you got it.
A revolt, disturbance, or violence against lawful civil authority.
Right. So, man, okay, so a revolt against lawful civil authority. That sounds a lot like civil war. Sounds a lot like martial law is what it's going to lead is what it's going to lead to, okay? But we're seeing the evidence of a civil war as we live our daily lives, man. Okay? And it's nothing but a fulfillment of prophecy, because the Most High is putting the spirit on these other nations to look at Esau like, what's up with this dude? You know, to where, you know, these other nations start bucking up against the United States, and then those that live in the United States are looking at the leaders like, y'all ain't gonna do nothing, or maybe we should do this, we should do that. No, you shouldn't have did that, Trump. You know, she should have got elected. They should have did this. It's just a bunch of contention, and it's gonna lead to, since these people are brute beasts, it's gonna lead to physical warfare, man. Within its own nation, it's gonna collapse from within. You know, you got that in Matthew.
You know, him and Mark talk about the same thing. So I'm just gonna
Go ahead, you got it, bro.
This is Mark chapter 13, verse 8. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famine and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrow.
Right. Now that's not going into civil war. That's going into all these nations coming against Babylon, man. Okay. And you know, at the end of the day, the scriptures talk about how the beast is gonna hate the whore that rides upon it. Okay. And so that beast represents NATO and the EU. Okay, which are consists of a majority of European countries and United States, with all the treaties that is broken and all of the wild decisions that it's made by itself, has caused these other nations to start to, you know, have a foul taste in their mouth when they think about America. It's only gonna get worse. Okay, you got that. I still want that in Matthew, Bible, so you can get it 24/7.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
Con. All right. Oh, it's the same parallel verse.
Yes,
okay.
yes,
And then verse 12.
Okay, let me read this first off. So, is this the one I'm not supposed to?
Yes, come.
Yeah, can I read this real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They should not. Okay. Salakia. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Finish reading the verse.
Okay. And invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right. So they shall not regard their kings nor their princes, because they're basically, these other nations are gonna come against America, like we read earlier. All right, and then read it one more time.
For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And
right. So it's gonna cause not only these before really anything major pops off, civil war is gonna go out first.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get these other nations coming over here to try to subdue you know, the rioting that's going on, okay, which was gonna lead to the implementation of the mark of the beast. But they're not going to regard their own kings and their own princes. Talking about these people here aren't going to regard Donald Trump in such a high. Matter of fact, there was an Edomite at camp. Was it on Tuesday when the elder Yashuramba was speaking? Was that last Tuesday? I can't remember.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Last Tuesday,
yeah, and he was basically up saying, like, you know, I hate Trump. Y'all are doing a good job. I'm not religious. That was
Friday.
That was Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, it's my bad. So he was just saying, you know, I'm not being religious. I'm glad y'all doing what y'all doing. But out of all that stuff that he was saying, what he was really saying was, I really don't like Trump. you know, and he was a so-called white man. Okay, but you know, Trump was supposed to make America great again for you Edomites, but in reality, he's not doing anything but pissing not only these other nations off, but his own people off, man. Okay.
And then if I could just add something in, you got the group, you got these anarchy groups such as Antifa. You know, all these people are in the stages of preparing to come against the American government. You know, and these are Edomites, predominantly Edomites, bro. These Edomites, these so-called white people are tired of these higher up government so-called white people. You know, so it's gonna be so-called white people coming against so-called white people, bro.
Right.
Yep.
Somebody get Isaiah 19. Let's start at 1. You can get that Matthew 24 and 12.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Right. So iniquity is all of the laws that is actually so-called legal in this land. Okay. That actually, even though it's legal here, it's illegal in the eyes of the Most High.
Right.
And so that sin stacked on top of sin is going to lead to what again?
Okay, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Right. So because all of these atrocities are being committed and they're illegal, okay, they're actually legal. It's okay in the eyes of these people for a man to commit adultery or a woman to commit adultery against each other, to be a homosexual, okay?
Change your gender.
And guess what? Exactly, changing your gender. And guess what? That has led to the love, true love, which is really, it starts with the love of the Most High, which these people don't have because they don't follow the laws of the Most High. It's cold, man. They try to act like it's okay to be around us, you know, and we have to do the same and all that stuff, man. But really, deep down, man, we hate each other, man. It's talking about Edomites and Israelites. Except you got 2/3, they love Esau, all right? Or a lot of our people love Esau, okay? But they're gonna get it through this thick skull when they start seeing all hell break loose upon their people. You got that in
Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt. Behold, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
right?
And
so that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to bring his chariots, okay, to destroy the infrastructure of America, okay? That's where it talks about the cloud, okay? The swift cloud, you know, and the idols being what? So-called Jesus, you know, which is a false god.
Yep.
There's many idols, okay? But that's the main image that's going to be torn down here. You see? Because our people have been worshiping him instead of our people have been worshiping Jesus Christ, or the image of Jesus Christ, which goes back to the pagan god Serapis. Okay? They're gonna the Most High he's getting pissed off, and he's gonna remind our people that this is that I am the Lord, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Okay, that's why it says it so many times when it talks about destruction. You got something, bro? Oh yeah, keep going.
And the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
Right, and the heart meaning just the American spirit, right? Like 4th of July is coming up this week. Okay, ain't gonna be no celebrating 4th of July and martial law, man. Okay, ain't gonna be no celebrating 4th of July. You think those Israelites, Latino, northern tribes are down there gonna be celebrating 4th of July? That's in those cages, man. Okay. You think our people that's in the reservation camps are celebrating 4th of July, popping off firecrackers for the independence of the United States from Great Britain? That should be a mourning date of mourning, man. Okay. Because that's when Esau had no bridles to just continue to come over here and do whatever the hell he wants. Okay. Which is why we prophesy the downfall of this place, because these nations, starting with Esau, have been putting hell on our people, man. Right? Okay? And it's time up. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 2, it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother. and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
Right. I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Now, that consists of everybody who's so-called an American.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they're not really Americans. You might be standing next to one guy, and he's an Edomite, and the other guy next to him, is a Japhite or a Moabite. But they say, oh, I'm American, and you ask, or my father, he's from China, this and that. I'm from Vermont, but they all consider themselves one people, just like how Rome, when these other nations made treaties and pacts with Rome, they became basically Romans. Okay, same thing going back to the Grecian Empire. Okay, the Hellenized Jews. All right, it's the same thing today, man. You have other nations, according to the Bible, that are all mingled together. Okay, and they're going to be fighting against each other. Okay, even though they're actually different nations, they live in the same country. Okay. That was really the point.
Okay.
We can go back. Did you finish that in Second Ezra? We had some more in Second Ezra 15, right?
More.
Okay.
Second Ezra 15, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able.
Yeah. Okay. And then that goes into that article that you had, talking about a man shall desire to go into a city during the time of martial law, when everything is going to be shut down. You're not going to be able to enter and exit a city. Say, for example, we're in Dallas right now. During the time of martial law, these roads are going to be blocked off, man. It's going to be only for the military. Matter of fact, who was it? President Eisenhower, that started building highways so that the highways could be emergency landing strips. Okay, that's really going to be used. These roads are going to be seized by the military. You have to get a permission. You have to get a license to drive on these roads. You can't just take a car and start driving on these roads. You have to be registered. Your car has to be registered. Okay, you have to have insurance on your car. Okay, all of that stuff is paperwork that Esau uses to keep track of you. And guess what? If you don't adhere to that, then you won't be able to drive. Which means what? Esau has complete control over the roads. He's just allowing you right now, if you get the proper licenses, to go drive the roads. Okay, to drive on those roads. Really, man, he can shut it down whenever he wants. Yeah, you got the article. Read that verse again.
Second Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You got it. Were you going to say
No, I'm
something?
going to tell it, brother. Go on, read 19 too.
Verse 18. For because of their pride, it says, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Verse 19.
Nah, hold on, let me break. So, because of their pride, and we read something earlier.
Second Ezra 8 and 50.
Yeah.
Because the great misery is going to be done to those in the latter time that dwell upon the earth, because they walk in great pride, man.
Yep, that's
Okay?
it.
Pride go up before destruction, man. Okay?
Like I said, that pride is just that pride of thinking that they're above us, man. Okay, these other nations thinking that they're above us. They really look at you like a piece of shit, man. When you look at them, you're supposed to really look at them right back. Okay, but they smile in your face, especially these Edomites. They'll smile in your face and, oh, he's such a good, but nah, you're a slave to them, man. If we just had the Edomites in slavery less than 150 years ago, okay, if I just had you in slavery 150 years, that means my great-great-great-great-grandfather had your great-great-great-great-grandfather in slavery. When we, generation upon generation, and I see the separation between, economically, between your people and my people, I'm still going to look at you in the same light. Even though you don't have the shackles on, you still subliminally want to serve me. You are a servant to me. That's how these Edomites look at us, man. You see? And so it's going to be the same deal. We look at them like our future slaves, because they are. Lord willing, we those men. All right, but, we're going to get into that.
Verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread.
And I'm going to say this. These purge movies, man, are coming out during this time for a reason, because These elites know that there's about to be a famine of bread. There's about to be pestilence. There's about to be all-out anarchy in the streets. Okay, and Esau is going to try to bring order out of that chaos by instituting the mark of the beast, which is the micro RFID chip. Okay,
And if I could say something, oh, Salaki, bro, it just slipped my mind.
Can you finish that verse, brother?
It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah, for the lack of bread and great tribulation, man. Okay, we can see right now America is crumbling, man. Okay, you have these nations moving away from the petrodollar. Okay, everybody's making moves to basically block out America, man. Okay, and I just want to read this article, man. It's from the Washington Post. It says America's severe trucker shortage could undermine the prosperous economy. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down and just get to the point. It says, as this nation faces a historical low level of unemployment, trucking companies are doing what economists have said firm needs to be done. Needs to do to attract and retain workers. They're hiking pay. They're hiking pay significantly, offering bonuses and even recruiting people they previously wouldn't have considered. Okay, it says.
Why is that? Because there's a lack and there's a shortage of people who actually even want to do the job. So you get less, less qualified people to do it. When you read, the couple just break them down every time you go. What did you name where the source is?
Yeah, Washington Post.
Okay.
It says, but it's not working. The industry reports a growing labor shortage, 63,000 open positions this year, a number expected to more than double in coming years.
Right, and I don't know, would you have something to break? Okay, and how important is it to have food and water in your grocery store? We make a point all the time, you don't really think about how your food gets to your table. It's a long process, man, because how many people are actually self-sufficient? When I say self-sufficient, you can grow your own food, you have your own cattle, you have your own water source, you have your own gas source, you have your own source of electricity. Okay? I don't want to make up no numbers, man, but look it up, man. Okay? Vast majority of people do not have access to clean water that they can just go to drink in case the stores don't have water, or when they turn their faucet on, they don't have water coming out no more. What do you think is gonna happen, man? Just use common sense. Just that alone.
Well, you got literally you don't know nobody who has their own clean source of water, man. Okay, right. You have to go to Esau. Okay,
you got it.
No, I'm about to say the curses even say that, man. Okay, in Deuteronomy, man. Okay, we will go to the enemy for once of clothes, okay, food, etc., man. Okay, like the brother's bringing out, man. Okay.
I was gonna say this before you continue reading. That's why our people are gonna take that chip, because they're not gonna be able to go a day without some goddamn hot Cheetos and Coca-Cola, man.
That's right, bro.
You got it, bro.
That's right. Hey, okay. Finishing on this article, it says, I start at the top, but it's not working. The industry reports a growing labor shortage, 63,000 open positions this year, a number expected to more than double in coming years. That could have a wide range impact on the U.S. economy. Okay, nearly every item sold in the United States touches a truck at some point, which explains why the challenges facing the industry, including trucking companies rapidly raising prices as they raise wages, have special powers to affect the entire economy. Okay, hey, everything touches the truck, man. Like the brother said, we actually don't think how food gets to our table, man. Okay, but hey, like the brother had brought out before we started this video, man, hey, these highways, if you look at the highways, man, it's like a vein, man. Okay, it's the trucking is something like the backbone to this this country, man.
Yeah,
okay,
it's the blood system. What they call it, the blood system, not the capillary system, but your veins and your arteries, blood vessels.
It's something like the heart, because the heart pumps that blood through the body, Yeah. And hey, there's, like I said, man, every item sold in America touches a truck at some point, man.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you think you get items in stores?
Not even not even food, not even just food. Then
Exactly.
that means these Bibles came from a truck. Okay, our clothes. So not only is you're not gonna have no food, which is gonna be the worst problem, you're not gonna have nothing. You're not nothing, man. How the hell do you think gas gets to a gas station? You think they just got oil drills at the bottom of the gas station? They just sucking the oil out and it goes right into your car? A truck has to take the gas from the oil refinery to every gas station, man.
That's why you have gas shortage.
So you see? So this thing, man, hey, when these people really see what the words of this book, how true they are, man, they're gonna seek the Most High early, man.
Right.
Okay. You got it, bro.
All right. Continuing on, it says already delivery delays are coming, and businesses such as Amazon, General Mills, and Tyson's Food are raising prices as they pass higher transportation costs along to consumers. On a recent call with investors, a Walmart executive called raising transportation costs the company's primary headwind. Okay, hey, so hey, as everything as the prices rises, man, hey, it's already a shortage, man, and truckers, man. Okay, these people are gonna end up striking, man. They just gonna say fuck it, because they not making no money, man. Okay, because they gotta put more money in into getting gas, man, than what they actually are making, man. Okay. And like I said, man, it's the heart of this country, man. Because hey, what does the truck do? It pumps all these items, okay, these goods, and all through the country, man. Okay, that's how we get everything, man.
Yep.
Okay.
It uses the highways and then goes into service roads and then it goes onto the individual roads, to the back roads if necessary. You know,
That's right.
just like how the blood system goes through the veins, man, and the arteries. Okay. There was something else I was gonna say. Was that the end of the article?
Yeah, that was basically it.
Okay, you got some, bro?
2nd Ezra 16:19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And if I could say a point, man,
You said 2nd Ezra 16 and 19?
I'm 15 and 19. That was
Okay.
2nd Ezra 15 and 19.
Okay.
And if I could say, if you have, this is just an example, on Black Friday, you know, what is greedy Americans, man. You go and you can just see examples in these stores, bro. Walmart, you got these TVs are low. You people kill each other on Black Friday, and that's just for something that you just want. That's not a necessity. So when it's no water, when it's no food, no bread, nothing to eat, man, that just goes to show how bad it's gonna get. You people it's gonna be complete that's destruction going on, and that's what the scriptures are talking about, you know. But and I also wanted to say, this scripture is also going into you preppers, you people that like to store up stuff and be on, posts and let people know that you're prepping for the times to come. Man, people are gonna run in your house and take all that and put you to death, man, and put your family to death, you know.
They actually got their show, you know what I'm saying? Preppers, you know. They came out, you know.
Preppers,
Yeah, doomsday preppers, man. And you dumb niggas, okay? You dumbass Edomites on there showing motherfuckers where you got your stuff at. Pardon my French, okay? You showing like the brother said, hey man, you gonna get ramshacked, man. Okay?
Yep. As a matter of fact, there's a scripture to talk about though you dig into hell, thence will I bring thee out. Okay. Roughly paraphrasing, which the apostle Ariam Lav just went into it, going into how those bunkers that the super rich can purchase, they're going to be so-called protected by that. Okay, or at least they think they will. But guess what? The men of the Lord are going to come and ransack that place, like the brother said. You got it.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 2. Though they dig into hell, it says, thence shall mine hand take them. It says, though they climb up to heaven, it says, thence will I bring them down.
God, so the hell, which is the Hebrew word hell in the Hebrew is sha'awal, which means grave. Okay, so when you dig in a grave, you digging into the earth. You dig a deep pit, they say 6 feet under. Well, they going deeper than that. Okay, they're digging a deep pit, and just basically just using the earth as a shield. Okay, they're using the earth as a shield to protect them. But guess what? The Most High is gonna bring those Edomites, those fucking cavemen, excuse my French, up out of the ground, man, thinking they're gonna pull them up by the roots of their head, like a damn carrot. Okay, you know. And then the same thing with the people dwelling in space, trying to hide away from the atmosphere that's gonna be destroyed. The Most High said, what did it say?
It says, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, it says, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, it says, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them.
Right. So, pertaining to the previous verse, Most High gonna bring them down from space. They're gonna try to hide in the mountains. Most High gonna get them that way. They're gonna try to hide in the submarines underneath the water. Okay. You forgot about Leviathan, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, the Most High, the scriptures talk about Leviathan now. The Most High gonna use Leviathan to make these ships his plaything, man. Okay.
With you.
All right. And so, hey, man, hey, Esau is not gonna be able to escape, man. That's why it says, "Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein," man. Because every little thing planned that you decide to devise up is gonna come to naught. Okay. Everybody's got anything else? God, hey, well, Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson, man. With that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh,
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.